control, picked up by Keldon Johnson. They go right to work with the Ivica Zubac. The hook shot falls over the front of the rim. Missed shot. Extended possession. HD up with it on the wing for three. This is against the Lakers. For those who understand, the number was 108. That was their pace. It's about 5 points higher than normal. As Tarek the other way, leading 7-3.
Well, I remember a week ago they got 2 of those against the Clippers. They were ready for that one. Paul George is ready to finish it. Tough spot to take it in.
Plenty of time to shoot, however, for the Clippers. George has it on the wing. And he connects on the 3. Antonio 2 for 5. Kawhi gets a screen from Zoo. Turns the corner and dives down the lane. Bounces to Zoo. Below the bucket. Up, under, and lays it in.
Brian, my calf is okay.
I'll tell Ty Lue to call your number at the next time out.
You said for a jump shooter.
There he is.
Giving them space right now. Let's see if they double team.
Into the paint. George for 3. Hit one earlier there. Clippers just 2 for 7 from above the arc here in this first quarter. Johnson, the drive with the dish. Good ball movement. McDermott for 3. It's all caught. Hands off to Blake Wesley, playing in just his 5th game. Johnson loses the ball. Level larceny. Kawhi Leonard the other way. A graceful glide into the rim.
You noticed this the last game against San Antonio. When Collins is in the game, they do a lot of back cutting. The Spurs try and get easy buckets.
Powell for 3. Oh, my goodness.
No hesitancy about putting Reggie in to handle the pressure.
Reggie drives down the lane, gets to the rim, and late. Wesley has it for San Antonio. Lets it fly from 20. The shot is good. And
that's one of the areas they're looking for him to improve is its perimeter game. And sometimes we see the bucket by Kawhi, the foul.
Number 1 point of emphasis for Ty Lue defensively tonight against the Spurs. Late in the clock, Kawhi going to have to bail him out. Pump fake, pulls the trigger, ahead of the horn. It is gone. Count the bucket for Kawhi. Bottom third of the rest of the season. He has been phenomenal for the Clippers. Collins has it for San Antonio. Whips one inside to Roby. Done, but I don't think so. And I like the challenge, but it just adds time to the game, which is that they don't want to do that. Collins, George attacks. Good ball movement here for the Clippers. Batum and the back off to Covington for 3. It's good for Covington. Collins comes away with his 5th rebound. McDermott catches 2-3.
Shooter.
Keldon Johnson. It's a rib contusion for Mook, but expected to not be sidelined too long. Jackson counted on a foul. Clippers out in front by 15, have led by as many as 16, have not trailed in this first half. George curling, catching, and connecting. Pirtle posting on Leonard. And Pirtle was part of that trade that sent Kawhi to... I guess that his minute restriction, if there is one, is around 24 minutes. Leonard down the lane, a whistle, a foul, count it, and send that young back the other way. Gets a foot race, he takes it to the rim, passes back out to Kennard. Sloppy transition play for the Clippers.
A little bit out of control, got up in the air, had nowhere to go.
Keldon Johnson makes him pay as he late. 2:40 remain in the first half. George for 3. Tell you what, if we give him an inch, he's taking the shot.
And we talked about the ABA days when he was coaching the Kentucky Spurs. We see PG stick the arm in, the steal, and the emphasis at the end.
Who knew he was Dutch? The windmill by George. 71-51.
Talked about the great teams they had, the backcourt, Silas, Gervin, and that was not... That was James Silas. Most people don't know James Silas.
Spurs play with a lot of pace, 7th most in the league. Batum for 3, his 2nd triple. Well, I'll be very honest, even if the Clippers were healthy all year, I didn't think you would see the best version of the Clippers until January. As Covington knocks down a 3. Johnson into Pirtle, a floater, hits the back rim, straight up, and then he'll be a free agent at year's end, which is the reason why perhaps San Antonio might be looking to move him. Leonard for 3, I'm telling you what, not
that face, that jumper, dead.
George to the rim, whistle, count the basket, and send him to the line for the old-fashioned.
Made his move along the baseline, still able to convert.
George finds Kennard, open for 3, lets it fly. Luke Kennard. I tell you what, now I know why they call you the czar of the television. That was one of the best telestration jobs you have done since we've been working together.
There's
Zoo picking up those 5 fouls. I'll be honest, I'm not that upset about it. We talked about possible fatigue for Zoo. That'd be one way to get him out of the game. He's 10, which I believe he did in Miami in January of 2020. Roby for 3, it is good. Dooley. George gets a bone-crushing screen set by Zoo. Rewards the big fella for the flush.
I'd like to concentrate on this game. Don't try and take my attention away.
Roby for 3 after the flyby by Leonard, and he knocks it down. Clippers will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. We'll see if that Jackson can't get him a little bit of momentum. Leonard, step back, 15-footer. It is good for Kawhi Leonard. He's got 27. Played with Mike Brown's son, Elijah Brown, about 10 years ago. Drive of the dish, good ball movement, finds an open Paul George for 3. It is good, he continues.
Coming out of that timeout to start the fourth quarter, the energy. Covington with the steal.
Powell is alone in the corner for 3. It's good. McDermott. Wesley for the flush. 10-20. 9-2 start for the Clippers here in the fourth. Reggie inside, leaves it in.
Himself, take a timeout, stop this thing, or let this clock run as fast as you can to get this game over with.
Reminder, they did play. The league's a better place when he is in it. We talked about it when we were in San Antonio on Friday as George glides to the rim and lays it.
San Antonio, David Robinson, and came up with Tim Duncan, and you have Orlando as the floating running.
One thing the Spurs have been great at is not necessarily finding the top guys. It's the guys later in the draft that has kind of built in the last one.
He came up to us, with me, when we were on the floor right before the open and said hello. And I said, excuse me, who are you?
And the third headline that's almost as important as the other two, and that is the Clippers ran through the tape. Had a big lead. The lead is ballooned as Boston takes it to the cup. A two-handed hammer. But a week before the All-Star break begins, turnover, lob ahead to Boston. You're all clear, kid. Double clutcher.
I'd like to know, going into this road trip that you talked about, can we please keep this hot hand and keep it going when we're on the road?
Macy's on the 3. Coffee, hesitation, finds an open Preston for 3. It's good. Do it. There's 2 former coaches that have been through it all. Last week we saw Greg Popovich and Kawhi Leonard have a lengthy discussion afterwards. I certainly hope we see Greg Popovich next year. I really do, and for many, many years to come. He embraces Paul George, who put on a virtuoso performance.